Assalamualaikum and very good morning everyone. So my name is Muhammad Amirul Ashraf bin Muhammad Zulkifli, and I would like to tell you or share with you a movie which a genre action thriller named Contraband, and it was released on 2012, and then it was directed by Baltasar Komakur. This movie was starred by Mark Wahlberg as Chris Faraday, and Kate Beckinsale is Kit Faraday, Ben Foster as Sebastian Ebony, Caleb Landry Jones as Andy, Giovanni Rubisky as Tim Briggs, Diego Luna as Gonzalo, and J.K. Simmons as Captain Redmond Kemp. Next, we go to background, which is this movie, and this boss, which is Tim Briggs, was threatened to kill Chris' family if Andy does not reimburse him for the drugs. So Chris plans to smuggle amount of $10 million in fake bills from Panama into the US in a van. So he asks his former partner Sebastian Ebony, who owns a construction business, to fund the scheme before joining the crew of a cargo ship with Andy and partners, which is Danny and Davis. The plot for this movie is Chris Faraday actually had gave up his criminal ways a long time ago, but he was forced back into the game because his brother-in-law was contribute in this smuggling activities. So this leads to Andy's failure because Andy actually dropped the drugs into the river because of the CBP, which is Custom and Border Police, were doing sudden investigation. So Chris was forced to do this illegal activity again because he wanted to save his family. Next is the climax of the Contraband. While in Panama, the money actually didn't go well because Andy was trying to using the real money, which the original money want to be exchanged to the counterfeit money, but then Andy didn't accept the decision, so he made his own decision to buy the illegal stuff, which is cocaine, to exchange with the Tim Briggs, which is the smugglers. And then second point is Chris' best friend, which is Ben Foster, informed the captain of the vessel, by that time is Captain Kemp, that Chris brought illegal goods, which is cocaine, into the ship. And then Captain Kemp called the CBP organization to make the inspection of their goods. And then third is Chris actually succeed to rescue his wife. And then the painting actually was worth over $20 million. Chris actually was not know the painting that he took in heist in Panama was actually worth 20 million, so they buy the van that he sold before, and then took the painting and sold it in black market. And then the ending of the Contraband is Chris, Andy and his crew will succeed to smuggle the counterfeit bills and drugs. The drug dealer and Captain Cam also has been caught by the police. Last but not least, Chris and his family finally living happily with the money that he gained from selling the painting and all the stuff that he used to smuggle. Okay, that's all from me.
Hi, my name is Diana Janisa. I want to introduce 10 important personal roles in this movie. So number 1 is Chris Faraday. Is a former smuggler who worked to install security alarm, and he has a return to smuggling to help his brother-in-law who has owed money to a gangster. So number 2 is Captain Cam, which is of the ship. Captain ensures safety and security by ordering subordinates to check crew registration and inspect every container on board. So number 3 is safety official or chief official, which is the ship maintenance and smooth operation were overseen by responsible individual who observe every part of the ship and advise worker not to gather in the engine area. So number 4 is port official of Panama Port, which is she warned Captain Cam about engine issue causing the vessel to crash into Panama Wharf, aiming to protect her port facility. Number 5 is the Department of Homeland Security, which is at United States. So the Department of Homeland Security, established in 2002, combined 22 federal departments to ensure a safe, secure and resilient homeland against terrorism. The agency also includes customer and border protection, which is prevent illegal goods and protect the coast from drug and human trafficking. So number 6 is Olaf, which is an accomplice Danny worker in the ship engine department and assisted in repairing the engine during a potential collision with Panama's port. So number 7 is the chef, which is Chris Faraday's complice, working in the kitchen, help him escape Captain Cam's room and hide Panama money from a container before throwing it into the sea. So number 8 is security supervisor, which is the official investigates employee background to prevent crime and ensure skill eligibility while managing ship worker registration, as seen in the movie where Chris Faraday was interviewed. So number 9 is Kat Faraday, which is the wife of Chris and sister of Andy. She works as a waitress, protecting her children from treat the Tim Briggs and Sebastian, Chris' betrayer. So the last part is police, which is police asserted Gonzalo, a criminal involved in the robbery of a expensive painting by security force, who had exchange money with Chris. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Sabrina. My ID is 1220904402. So I'm going to explain about main safety and security concern. The first one is Chris Faraday's smuggling habits and family safety are a major concern, which means because of Chris' family is the target of a threat to three teams bricks, a target of threat, a smuggler who threatened life of his brother-in-law, and D. Chris needs to ensure the safety of his family members by returning to his old habits of smuggling in order to receive the money in easier and faster way to pay back to the team bricks on behalf of his brother Andy. So the second one is the port security inadequate with security guards failing to carry out their duties, which means the security at the port is lacking because Chris easily and successfully brought the illicit goods, which means the drugs and the fake money into the ship without anyone realizing it except the members team lah, the members of Chris. So the third one is the captain and crew negligence in their duties led to the ship crashing in the port of Panama, causing damage to containers. So the captain of the ship seems to depend too much on his workers and still put his trust in Chris, even thought he know Chris' background. Actually, in the first part, he doesn't seems to be trust to Chris. Have still guts on Chris, but he tried to accept Chris to work on his ship. So in addition, there was negligence in the engine where Danny, who is one of Chris' friends, wastes almost all the oil and caused the ship to go too fast and unable to stop and hit the wharf in the port of Panama. Then there was damage to container that caused the damage of 2 containers. So the fourth one is Custom and Border Protection (CBP). Members' responsibility is highlighted with the use of GPS technology to track the ship. At the beginning of the story and the end of the story, CBP has carried out their duties by tracking like using the GPS system, tracking smugglers who are said to have smuggled drugs into container ships belonging to their port in New Orleans. So the last one is the film also emphasized the need for inspection of containers to ensure they contain no dangerous or inappropriate goods. The captain of the ship and his assistant has made a monitoring and inspection of the container that was just taken from the port of Panama to prevent any dangerous of goods from entering the ship, and also to make sure that the container is the right container to be carried for the purpose of export and import. That's all from me.
Okay, my name is Emilia. This is my part, maritime security threat. This is my explanation. Smuggling a criminal offense. Smuggling is a criminal offense involving illegal movement of goods, including drugs, weapons, and people within or across borders. Ship transport temporary goods like electronics, alcohol, and prescription drugs, illegal goods like toys and food, weapons, dangerous products, fish, and hazardous garbage without proper documentation, allowing criminals to hide them from view. Okay, second is about where criminal smuggle illegal cargo. Criminal groups smuggle cargo on ship through various methods, including delisting workers, hacking, fraud, faking seal, and replacing cargo with illegal items during transit. Chris Faraday involved in smuggling, initialing conceal fake money in a bags and vans, but later tied it around his body in his shirt. Chris hid drugs in electronic equipment, keeping money in a fire station and equipment storage. Before throwing money into the sea, he wrapped it in transparent plastic and salt to prevent flotation and make it easy for the encompass to retrieve. That's all for me.
Hi, it's me again, Nur Sabrina. So I'm going to explain the part safety measure to ensure safety and security. So first one is under perimeter security ring overview, that is narcotic control at access point. Narcotic control at access point, policies and procedure to monitor and limit drug flow into and out of the location. Narcotic is a critical aspect of securing controlled substances and ensuring compliance with regulation. If hand carried can effectively and probably inspect by hand search by security officer, but not to cargo container or vessels. So that's why narcotic use container X-ray station and hide at the enter gate before the transportation came into the port. And the other one is narcotic detection K9 team at access point. K9 team is a specialized group of law enforcement officers who use service dogs to perform the responsibilities of the general police officer. They work together to apprehend criminal, locate missing people, sniff out explosive or narcotic, and much more. So next one is security personnel employment and training, that is pre-employment screening. Pre-employment screening is compiling necessary data for requirement decision to ensure that the person is fit to work on board without criminal or health problem. So they will be interviewed or conducted by a security supervisor and will be investigate the background too. So the applicants must meet job requirements and provide necessary documents. Next, the last one is hazard, collision and injuries. Implementing OSHA best practice, occupational safety head OSHA. The crew will be checked before on board to prevent harm from weapons. Ship part like navigational bridge and engine room also check to prevent sudden damage or problem due to negligence or human error, as a measure to avoid any problems occurring when operating on board, and also to prevent any harmful will might cause loss in the ship operations. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Larry. Our opinion for this movie is that we have been able to see how things are inside the ship and even a little bit of activity done in the port, like they move the container into the ship, and another activity job in the ship such management the engine department, how to lower the anchor and handling the ship. And we can also see how smuggling is done in the maritime industry. We recommend this movie especially for students who be thrown into the field of shipping or maritime, because this film has a story related to the port and is acceptable to be used a reference. The film help us better understand what is learning in the subjects of port safety, security management by giving a broad view of safety in the ship area and on board because there are several solutions to related to what is learned, such a maritime situation related security system like SEC, Maritime Trade Safety Container Management, and the role of the policy in the port maintenance, the security and safety of port operation. Okay, thank you. There are from my group.